Hello students, I welcome all of you to a new session of science. We are continuing with our fifth lesson. Children, so far you learned about many methods of separation of substances like handpicking, threshing, winnowing, sieving, decantation, filtration, etc. Today you are going to learn about two more methods, that is evaporation and condensation. Children, you are very familiar with both of these processes as you have learned about them in lower classes in connection with cloud formation and rainfall. Children, you know what happens when water is heated. What happens when water is heated? Water change into its gaseous form. And gaseous form of water is called a water vapor or steam. Water vapor is the gaseous form of water. So on absorbing heat or when water is heated, it changes into water vapor. This process of conversion of water into water vapor is called evaporation. And evaporation takes place at any temperature. It's not necessary that water should be boiled to have evaporation. Before the boiling point also, water starts converting into water vapor. And the water vapor is in gaseous state. So it will be mixing with the air. Then after we will not be able to see it. It disappears in the air. Now we will see how this process of evaporation help in separating the components of mixer. You can learn this from an activity, but we are going to do the activity at home. You do only in presence of an elder person, either your mother or any other elder person should be near you when you are doing this activity. Now we'll see what is the activity. Take a vessel and take it 2-3 glasses of water in that vessel. Add some salt to it. What happens when salt is added to water? Salt is soluble in water, so it readily mixes with the water. Salt is a soluble substance. What are soluble substances? The substances that mix with the water or mix in any other liquid is called soluble substances. Salt, sugar, etc. are soluble in water. Now, yesterday you have learned about two other terms, that is miscible and immiscible. What's the meaning of miscible liquid? Two liquids which mix with each other are called miscible liquids. And the liquids which do not mix with each other are called immiscible liquids. Same type of two other words you are learning now, soluble and insoluble. The substances that dissolves in water are called soluble substances, and the substance which does not dissolve in water is called an insoluble substance. Okay, we will come back to our activity. What to do? Take a vessel and take 1 or 2 glasses of water in that vessel. Then after, add 2-3 spoonful of salt to it. Then stir it well, mix it well, so that it will get completely dissolved in water. Then you heat this vessel on a stove. Actually, I told you should do it in presence of an elder person. What happens when water is heated? It starts boiling. And also you can see the steam coming out. Steam will be coming out of the vessel and it will mix with the air and disappears. And after some time, there will not be any water left in the vessel. All the water will be evaporated. And you can see some white powder like substances in the vessel. What is that? That is the salt particles. That means on heating salt solution, the salt that dissolves in water is called salt solution. On heating the salt solution, water will be getting evaporated and salt will be remaining in the vessel. So evaporation method can be used to separate salt from the solution of salt. Okay, that only by the method of evaporation also we can separate components of the mixer. Now, this method of evaporation is useful in the manufacture of salt. Children, do you know how salt is manufactured? Near the seashore, shallow pits are made. They are called salt pans. And seawater is salty. Why? Because it contains many salts and also it contains common salt that we are using in cooking. So, this seawater will be allowed to stand in the shallow pits that is made near the seashore. And this water will remain in the pits, and because of the heat of the sun, slowly the water will be evaporated and the salt will remain in the pits or the salt pans. And from there, the salt will be collected and will be taken to factories. There it will be purified and packed in packets, and we will be getting that salt from the shops. So the common salt or the salt that is used for cooking is manufactured from the salty seawater. Okay, now we are going to learn about the next method, that is condensation. Evaporation and condensation both are interrelated. See, here in the figure you can see the salt pans. These are the salt pans where the seawater is collected for making the salt. Now what is condensation? On cooling down of water vapor, it again change into water. When water vapor is cooled, it changes to water. This process is called condensation. The process of conversion of water vapor into its liquid form. Liquid form, that means water. It is called condensation. Now you have learned how salt can be separated from the salt solution. Now, is there any method to get the water, pure water again? Yes, we can get the pure water again from the salt solution by the method of condensation. That also we will learn with the help of an activity. Same way as you have done for the previous activity, you prepare a salt solution. How to prepare the salt solution? Take a vessel with a little amount of water, add 2-3 spoonful of salt to it, stir it and mix it well. That solution is called salt solution. Now, here it is better to take the salt solution in a narrow mouth vessel, because when you are heating, it is going to change into water vapor. And if the mouth of the vessel is narrow or small, it will not spread out much, because we want to collect the steam in this process. Okay, so take a vessel, take some water, put some salt into it, stir it well, then heat the vessel. Here, when the steam or the water vapor starts coming out, you have to place a metal plate with the ice on its outer surface near the mouth of the vessel. Here in the figure, a kettle is taken. This kettle you might have seen. This is mainly used for making tea. It is called tea kettle. And here, this outside projection is called the spout of the kettle. And this heat, here it is heating in the kettle so that the steam will be coming out through the spout only, and it is easy to collect it. And this type of vessels may not be at home, so you can use any other ordinary vessel. So when water starts boiling, you will place a metal plate or the dish that is used for serving the food. But on the top of the plate, you should place some ice particles, some ice cubes. Why? For making the plate cool. And the steam that is coming out of the vessel will come in contact with the plate. And when it come in contact with the cool surface of the plate, again it changes to water. So steam is the gaseous form, and on cooling down of the gaseous form, again it will convert into water drops. And slowly, drop by drop, we can collect this water in a second vessel. And after collecting the water, if you taste this water, it will not be salty, it will be the same like you drinking the pure water. So this way we can separate the water, pure water from the solution of salt. This process of conversion of water vapor into its liquid form is called like condensation. Still in the beginning of the lesson itself, I taught you about the three states of matter. Here it is helping you. Which are the three states of matter? Solids, liquid and gaseous. And in nature, we can see water in all the three states. The solid state of water is the ice. Liquid state is the water. And the gaseous state of water is water vapor or steam. And we will be writing these three states in a line, means ice, water, water vapor. When we heat ice, it will change in the liquid state of water. On heat in liquid state, it will change into the gaseous state, this water vapor. Now, in the reverse process, that is cooling down, it will be coming back to the previous state. That means water vapor on cooling will come back to liquid state, and liquid water again on cooling it will come back to the solid state of ice. Okay, now a little part of the lesson is left that I will explain in the next video. Okay.